To the seventh question, represent the union of two sets by Venn diagram for each of the following. See, the first one is given: A is a set 3, 4, 5, 7. B is a set of 1, 4, 8. How to represent and show them by the Venn diagram? So two circles we have shown. Okay, A is one set, B is another set, which is a common, no? That first thing you put in the intersection part. Which remaining are there 3, 5, 7. Put in the A set, and 1 and 8 will go in the B set. This is the Venn diagram for the first one. Second question, P is a set which is given A, B, C, E, F. Q is a set L, M, N, E, B. Again intersection P and Q. Among that, which is a common? B, okay, and E is also common. That B and E you are going to put in common. What are remaining? A, C, F. Put here A, C, F, and L, M, N. Those you will write in the Q. This is the first and second question. Now we come to the third question in the seventh one. X is a set of X such that X is a prime number between 80 to 100. Now which are the prime numbers? 80 to 100. You will start from 81 onwards. 81, 82 are not prime. 83. Then we go to other one, 89 and 97. Then Y is a set they have asked you, that is an odd number. Y such that Y is an odd number between 90 to 100. Whichever odd numbers are there, you will list down. After 90, that is 91, 93, 95, 97, 99. Represent by the Venn diagram. Draw two circles. One is X, one is Y. Which is common among them? Okay, that common is which one? 97. Put 97 here in intersection. Which are the remaining now? 83, 89 in X, 91, 93, 95 and 99 will go in the remaining part of the Y. That is the third answer. Now we come to the eighth question. They have asked you write the subset relations between the following sets. See, now X is representing the set of quadrilaterals, S is for the squares, V is for rectangles, Y is for rhombus and T is for parallelogram. That is what is written. S is for square, rectangle, Y is for rhombus, T is for parallelogram and X is for quadrilateral. Now see, square, rectangle and rhombus, these all are coming as what? They are like you have got, they are coming in and parallelogram. They are nothing but four-sided figure. So they will be all four coming as subset of quadrilateral. Because quadrilateral definition is what? Quadri means four and lateral means side. So all these will be subsets like first, second, third and fourth. So how we write now? S. Okay, we are going to write S of all these for X. So I have written now S is, see here, S is a subset of X. Written. Okay. Then V is a subset of X. That is written second. Y is a subset of X. And T, this also is a subset of X. So square, subset of quadrilateral, rectangle subset, rhombus is a subset of quadrilateral and parallelogram. Finish these all four. Okay, but now we have to see about square. Square is again coming in which other smaller one, or that is the subset of which bigger sets and all. Now if you compare square and rectangle, both are having that is square has got all four sides equal, but rectangle opposite, length and length, breadth and breadth. Okay, but they both have got 90 degrees in both of them. Square can be called as a rectangle, it can be there, but a rectangle we cannot call as a square because all four sides are not equal. So square will become a subset of the rectangle, S subset of V. That is what is written. Then rhombus, what is similarity between rhombus and square? Both are four-sided. In square there is 90 degree, but in rhombus we have got, that is opposite angles are congruent, but that each is not 90, correct? So square and rhombus, square can be called as a rhombus, but rhombus cannot be called as a square. So square will be a subset of Y, S subset of Y, means square is subset of rectangle also and square is subset of rhombus also. That is what is written here. Then again parallelogram. For parallelogram also you have got, that is S subset of what? T. Okay, again that is the property for all these. Square subset of R, rectangles for rhombus, and parallelogram is what again? Again four-sided only, opposite sides are congruent. Property is same. For square and parallelogram, what is the similar property? Opposite sides are congruent. Then you have got the last one, that is about two of them which are there. Rectangle. Rectangle is a subset like of parallelogram. So opposite, you know, if you see a rectangle, now the blackboard here is nothing but a shape of a rectangle. Opposite sides are what? Congruent to each other. So in this thing, that is we have got a parallelogram also, opposite sides are congruent. Clear? Again rectangle can be called as parallelogram, but parallelogram cannot be called as a rectangle. So rectangle will be subset of parallelogram, that is T. And last, that is rhombus. Again, rhombus, four-sided figure and all four sides are congruent. That will come as a subset for T. For what? Parallelogram. Okay. So that is how we represent. Now we come to the ninth question. If M is any set, then write M union null set. What is the meaning of null set? There is no element present in that. And there is a set which is given M. So if you take a set M and another is empty, what answer we will get if you have the union? It will be only M. So M union null set, nothing is there. So M is the answer for that. Now if you take the intersection, they have asked you M intersection null set. So suppose M is a set now like this. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. And other is null set now is like this, empty, nothing. If you take intersection from this, what is common? There is nothing common. So nothing common means what will be the answer? Null. Okay, this is a symbol for what? Empty set or null set. Now we go to the 10th question. In the 10th question, what they have given is a figure. Observe the given Venn diagram and write the given sets by looking at the diagram. See, you find out the universal set is shown as a big rectangle. A is a set, another B, and intersection. A elements they have given, and intersection is 1 and 5. Outside A and B there is 4, 11 and 13. From this they have asked you write the given sets U, A, B, A union B and A intersection B. So that is what we are going to write now one by one. First, universal set. So what will be the full universal set that will start? You start from the number in the ascending order. So you will write like 1, 2, 3 is given here. Okay. 4 is not 4 is there. Then 5 is there. 6 is not given. Okay. 7 is there. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12 is not given. 11 and 13. This is the universal set. The next is A set is asked. Find out from here A set. What will be the A? Combining these two. All three together. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3. Even the intersection part 5, 7. Then B set. Find out the B set now. It will be 1, 5, 8, 9, 10. 1, 5, 8, 9 and 10. Then you have they have asked you union and intersection. So what will be the union and intersection for this? We will take A union B. What will be A union B? These all elements which are in A intersection and in B. So that we will write. So here only itself A and B are there. From there also you can write looking at it. Okay. 1 is common. Then 2, 3. So which are common? 1 is common. 5 is common. Otherwise ascending order you will go. 1, 2, 3. Then 5. Then 7, 8. Okay. 8, 9 and 10. That is A union B. And what will be A intersection B? That we will be writing on top. That is only 1 and 5. A intersection B. That is equal to 1, 5. Then you have the 11th question. Then you have 11th question, that is N of A. 7, N of B 13. Intersection is given and union you have to find out. So we will go to the next question. A simple formula, that is your standard formula only we have to work out. So 11th question is given N of A is 7, N of B is equal to 13, N of A intersection B is equal to 4, and you have to find out N of A union B. Now you will use the formula for what? Union. A union B, that is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. Now put the values. What is N of A given? 7, then 13, 7 plus 13 minus. What is given? Intersection is 4. Okay, 7, 13 and 4. Work out. 7 and 13 you know, that is 20. 20 minus 4. How much? 16. Now look here, that is we have got on the same page 18. We have completed this problem set from 1 to the last question 11. You are going to complete and write this in the notebook. See 1.4 also, the 5th question I told you in the beginning of the video, that is to write the answers and check. And problem set 1 to 11, all the questions in your notebook. There is activity on page 18, activity 1 and activity 2. Now activity 2 you just don't write, that is because that cannot be done. You take the activity number 1 that you're going to enter and write in your activity separate book which is being assigned. Okay, and find out the answers. With that we come to the end of the lesson. Thank you.